Christmas in Anambra is a burst of fireflies, 1,000 colorful lights twinkling late into the night and warming the hearts and souls of a great people with love from the cold chill of the harmattan. From Upper Iweka to Uli and from Ogbikpele to Omasi, Anambra is a dazzling carnival of colors at Christmas, very much like the famous Ijele masquerade, spinning in its own orbit and spraying in dazzling splendor. It is such a beauty, such a luminous spectacle to behold and to be swaddled in for a very precious moment. This has been the story since Chief Willie Obiano took over as governor in 2014, since he set the night skies of Opiweka ablaze with shimmering fireworks to blast what was once a den of robbers into a new friendly phase of existence. Anambra has maintained the tradition of kicking off Christmas celebrations at Upper Iweka to commemorate the swift transition of the state from years of darkness and fear to a new phase of light and merrymaking. As in previous years, Governor Obiano led the members of his cabinet to Upper Iweka to herald the Christmas season into the state by switching on the Christmas light. It was a brisk affair, as the governor also had to perform a similar ceremony at the expansive foregrounds of Kenneth Dike Memorial Library, Awka.
So I'm really delighted to be flagging off the 2019 Christmas festivity. I want Anambra to be happy, and I want to reassure you that criminality is gone. Of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
It was also a happy moment in Awka as the fireworks exploded to signal the formal commencement of Christmas celebration in Anambra State. But Christmas actually came early in Anambra with two major events that drew the attention of the literary world to Awka. The first was the formal presentation of the book Dispossessed, a collection of intensely sublime poems written by James Eze, the chief press secretary to the governor. It was an extraordinary event that attracted the Nigerian literati, including literary scholars from Canada, USA, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and other cities in the southeast. The literary establishment suddenly woke up to the fact that Awka could play host to major events on the literary calendar.
I've been here about twice, in the last 2 decades. First for Association of Nigerian Authors conference, and when I came in yesterday, the first thing I was asking for was the Ikenga Hotel, only to be told that the Ikenga Hotel now belongs to the past. But I was quite impressed at the level of transformation that I've seen in the state generally. And I'm particularly impressed by the fact that James Eze is receiving the support of the state government. It's not always that you find a state government in Nigeria supporting something like literature, because literature is not about contract. Literature is not about money. Literature is essentially about creativity, and you can see, with the quality of attendance, that the literary community is excited. And I would like to urge, the governor, Chief Willie Obiano, to continue to support literature and the creative industry generally, in and out of office.
Indeed, the formal presentation of Dispossessed marked a rupture on the cultural landscape of Anambra, as one of the scholars who attended the event Professor Nduka Otiono from Carleton University, Ottawa, Canada, took several steps further to hold a creative writing masterclass for the postgraduate students of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University for free. The second major literary event was the Purple Hibiscus Creative Writing Workshop hosted by Chimamanda Adichie in Awka about the same period. The workshop attracted budding creative writers from Nigeria, Kenya, and Zimbabwe. These two events opened a new vista to Christmas in Anambra.
Yes, congratulations, guys. And we look forward to reading all your works. Thank you.
In reality, though, Christmas began this year in Anambra with the frantic fixing of potholes on roads devastated by heavy rainfall and the diversion of heavy haulage trucks from dilapidated federal roads to internal network of roads in the state. It was a fulfillment of Obiano's promise to fix all broken roads across the state before Christmas. Ultra-modern machines known as Dura Patchers were swiftly deployed to fix broken roads and get the state ready for the influx of returnees coming home to reunite with their families and friends at Christmas.
The road connectivity we have in Anambra State is just so wonderful. I've been to different parts of this country, and I can't compare anywhere to Anambra State. Not just the road connectivity, but the accessibility of this road is another thing that we have to take home. His Excellency kept promising in the Anambra that after the rainy season, we're going to start work on the roads. And he did that immediately. And that made it easier for the Anambra to be able to access from one part of the state to the other without any problem. Irrespective of the massive influx of people in Anambra State, still the traffic was able to be controlled because we have good roads and we have all the security apparatus, all the security personnel on road, the Federal Road Safety Commission, the policemen, the ACMA, Anambra State Transport Management Authority. All of them were very visible throughout the Christmas period, controlling traffic, making sure that everything is went well.
One of the highlights of the 2019 Christmas in Anambra is the Entrepreneurial masterclass organized by the Stanel Group in partnership with Access Bank and Innocent Motors for the use of Anambra State. The event attracted leading entrepreneurs and industrialists as well as other experts who have a fair knowledge of how the Nigerian economy works. It was heavily oversubscribed as Anambra youth thronged the venue to grab ideas that would aid their success in life.
In these days, the word youth seems to, in people's mind, connotes something negative, which is very, very awful, which is very, very wrong, and which is a complete misrepresentation of that word. Because if you go to the history of the world, the greatest people and the greatest achievements of the world have been made by people who are maybe under 30 years old and not over 40 years old. And my prayer is that the Nigerian system must provide every opportunity, every space requirement to realize themselves and to continue to contribute to what they have done. Because whether we like it or not, a few years to come, a few decades, some of us will not be standing here talking. Young people who are sitting over here will be the ones driving the system and driving the country. Success can be defined in various ways. A few of the definitions that elaborate success are the achieving of results wanted or hoped for. The second is accomplishment of an aim or purpose. The third is the achievement of a high position in a particular field, for example, in politics or business. It is nearly impossible to define success in one sentence. However, it is important to note that success is not to be confused with what amounts to speed of success, two different issues. In some cases, success comes at a quicker pace, and in others, it may come more slowly. In addition, success can be achieved after several attempts. What is important is accomplishment of set goals that are generally measurable one way or the other.
What made us rich the last century is not going to make us rich this century. It's very important. And don't be deceived. When they say the youths are the future leaders, I do not agree. You are the leaders right now. All you need to do is to get prepared. So I would encourage youths to invite this culture of course, ICT, this culture of creative economy, culture of artificial intelligence. That is where the world is headed. And if we do so, by the way, Anambra has the best, the most brilliant set of youths you can meet anywhere in the world.
The program was not all business and no fun. Frontline musicians and comedians were also on hand to spark up the evening for the youths after the serious business sessions during the day.
That song is 32 years now. It still makes sense. Ade Lagos, 2 boys want to know. Enter studio, pay money, carry microphone, begin sing. Yoko Koko, J Yoko, January. Oh my mama, I am standing by your window. Are you a thief? Come down. Our brother from Anambra State here, from Umunze, they call me now, nobody shout. They call me now, nobody faint. But if they call flavor now, yes, we just, flavor one, I'm warrior. From now, funny, make this year. On one day, we are. Flavor can't sing with you, no, that we just come, push, stay, come. Pushers. Oh, yeah, man. Flavor waka.
PS song, Frank Edward now. Lord, you reign, ever you're the same. I got my Turugi, mama, the church will say, Mama. Do you know that those days it was not like this? Those days now question and answer. Who they and a teacher? Every song we must answer question. Will you be ready when the Lord shall come? Answer. After this one, they will ask you another one. What shall we do today? After this one, they ask you another one. Who is greater than Jehovah, Lord divine? Brother, are you a winner?
My name is Harry B, the man with a pedigree. I'm no more hanging on a 3 or waiting on my second degree. Forget my PhD, I won't give it to you free, cause I'm still the same OG, as you can see. Ain't nobody out there just like me. You turn on your TV, you gon' see me. African magic now. I ain't no Mama G or Wagga G, not even a Terry G. I'm the nigga from the hood, 042. You said I ain't no good. I went back to school. I did pretty good, now I'm back to the hood. But check this out. Flavor is my neighbor. Vino, the brother to Dino. But my homie Zorro took away my sorrow. Now I don't need to borrow. But I'm down with Nollywood. That's what's up.
Everybody reach for this. No man don't get for this. You come in the stand and this stand. You will take it and you stand up. Just for sure. Slow down, slow down. where they form the away. The landlord they chase you away. The family them you don't send me. Who they blow you don't contact me. 10 million and nothing. Too much money for me nothing. So turn down the volume of the audio. The money won't be nothing at audio. And then the way nobody they shall hear. The day that they pay you. Everybody let's go one time. Slow down, slow down. I see you. 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 Oh, I see you. Shut up. Don't be smart, don't be smart. Make some noise for style, man. Make some noise. Although when they crazy, gradually decide, you don't understand. I see so many beautiful people here tonight. And it's all about one love tonight. Sure. From Manuel to Sokoto, from Enugu to Calabar, from Jos to Bauchi, to Bobo, to Baka, to Okari. It's one love. And we need this one love. And we need this one love. One love. One love. And we need this one love.
Christmas in Anambra went a few notches higher on December 20th when the state government decided to hold a carol of 9 lessons at the Alex Ekweme Square, Awka. It was a splendid night of lovely Christmas carols with special performances from different groups before a large audience. The night also witnessed an amazing performance by the community of people living with disability, which kicked off with a Bible reading by the visually impaired lawyer Barrister Chuks Ezewuzie, who is also a special advisor on disability affairs to the governor of Anambra State.
Jesus Christ, Lord and King, bless
The special carol night also had other great performances from leading acts like Fino and Slow Dog and Mr. Real to spice up the event and enhance the richness of the experience. After the carol nights and big musical concerts in the cities, Christmas celebration shifted to the hinterlands, where different communities exploded with an assortment of high-profile wedding ceremonies, Ofala ceremonies, special anniversary celebrations, also title-taking ceremonies, and different community carnivals, football tournaments, masquerade festivals, and big family reunions. There were also special lectures, symposia, traditional wrestling bouts, community development fundraising, and other ceremonies that enhance social harmony and a deeper sense of community and kinship among the people.
be sincere to say that last Christmas was the best we ever had. In the verge of all distractions, the government were able to pull a very secured and wonderful Christmas for Anambra and neighboring states. Why do I say so? You guys will agree with me that there was a time in Anambra State, that Christmas is never felt in this state. Reason being because this place was hijacked by hoodlums, thieves. People hardly come back for Christmas or any festivity. But last year we recorded a massive, turnout of people in Anambra coming back from all parts of the world. It was quite amazing. I'm happy because I was in Anambra throughout Christmas period, and I had an opportunity of traveling from one community to the other in honor of invitations being extended to my office. And one good thing I noticed is that virtually everybody that lives outside Anambra State came back for this Christmas. Why did they do so? Because they found that Anambra is the safest place for people to have fun during such festivity period. And in Igbo tradition, Christmas period is normally a period that we all come back to show love to our people. Family unites, age grades have their meeting, some traditional and cultural festivities going on here and there. And because we have a platform on ground, which is security, it made it very, very possible for their number to come back and enjoy with their loved ones.
Children were not left out of the circle of merriment. The wife of the governor, Dr. Mrs. Willie Obiano, hosted a special Christmas party for children at the governor's lodge that offered Anambra children a taste of Christmas. Across the length and breadth of Anambra, festivity was in the air. Hotels were fully booked well ahead of Christmas. Nightclubs, bars and drinking gardens were exploding with merriment. Everywhere was aglow with excitement as Anambra enjoyed a lovely Christmas with their beloved ones under the protective gaze of the state.
This is Adazinuku, and people came from far and wide. Diasporans came, people came from the US, people came from UK, people came from Europe, Asia, and all manner of places. And this period, on the 30th of December, the Adama of Adazinuku, the Igwe of Adazinuku, had his first ofala, and the town was filled up, and people were so happy. People were, free and moving around. There were no incidences of, there were no security breaches. Different dignitaries came in, trooped in. People went to other neighboring towns, attended, wedding ceremonies and other festivities. There was generally, a very calm and joyous and exciting environment, throughout this period.
Yes, Governor Obiano's heavy investment in security has turned Anambra into a haven of peace. Motorists crisscross the state at whatever time of the night without fear, as the citizens took advantage of the dazzling street lights that lit up every nook and cranny of the state and the high security arrangement offered by the government to socialize and interact with one another.
Before the Xmas period, His Excellency launched Operation Kuchapu 2. That Operation Kuchapu 2, he gave to security services more than 150 vehicles to ease the operations. And these vehicles were distributed in different towns and communities in Anambra State. The objective of that is not about to assure Anambra what he promised them in the manifesto before he came in the first month of election, that Anambra State is going to be the secured state in this country so that people can come in, bring you a business, establish it in Anambra, and be quite sure and reassured that your business will be secured in Anambra State. Because of that, His Excellency launched Operation Kuchapu 2. And that Operation Kuchapu 2 was a massive success for Anambra. It was for the fact that we had so many sabotage from the fire incidents that happened. Tankers falling here and there, igniting fire and destroying properties. But we thank God we have a very wonderful, a proactive governor, who immediately swift into action and made sure that he arrested the situation before it gets out of hand. What did the governor do? The governor made sure that all the fire stations in Anambra State are revamped. I'm glad to tell you that after the fire incident, there were so many other attempts, but nothing could happen, because before anything could happen, these men are on ground to make sure that they arrest the situation well enough. So I say a very big thank you to His Excellency, a man that has always kept to his word, a man that has kept to his campaign promises, a man that has always worked with other arms of government, to ensure the separation of power and the rule of law, to make sure that everybody is independent and doing what they're supposed to do for the Anambra.
In the end, memories were made, family ties strengthened, and development plans hatched in a peaceful, friendly, and superbly electrifying environment that Governor Willie Obiano has offered his people. That is Christmas in Anambra.